You're listening to the Precision Shooting Podcast, discussing all aspects of precision and long-range rifle shooting. This episode is brought to you by Impact Dynamics. And now, over to your hosts.
Well, hello and welcome to the Precision Shooting Podcast. This is episode, I've got no idea. Josh, have we got any idea what the episode is?
168.
168.
We could have made a game out of that.
We could have. Wow, there's all sorts of voices going on. This is the Golden Yeets. Woo! Okay, the rest of the room's not overly excited about it. They're all nervous. We've got a lineup of nervous men.
Have you started recording?
We have started recording, Dutchy.
Jeez, this is professional now. Remember we went
All right,
20 minutes without pressing record?
Let's go around the room.
Which time?
We have Andy. Andy's here. How are you, Andy?
I'm good.
Excellent. After a 12-month hiatus, Dutchy is back.
Greetings.
So how is your parole working out for you? You're on day release?
Nah.
You got a job. That's the problem.
You'll hear about it tomorrow, probably.
What's the news? The guy on the other microphone, Nick.
Hello.
How are you, mate?
Very good tonight. Very good.
Very good. You nearly went with today. It's been a long day. I
It's been a
understand.
very long day.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Good. And sitting next to you is the Flex Master himself, Plushy.
Here we go.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. So the couple of the boys not on the main microphones. They'll be here for special comments. But we'll swap around as we go through the Golden Yeets. We've got lots of awards to give today. To give away. Josh is here as well, running his own separate microphone.
I am.
Yeah.
People might be able to hear me.
You might be able to, it might work. We're trying to max the system out and doing a average job of it, I guess. So that is the way. Now we've got a few things to deal with tonight.
Criticism?
No, it is not. No, it's a life journey, mate. It's a life journey of how we deal with life. Speaking of life journeys, we have a sponsor for tonight. You're right.
No, it's been 12 months.
It has been 12 months. Got to get all the gags out.
Yeah.
Brew Boys have joined us tonight to support the Golden Yeets.
Yeah.
And we have regularly had a Brew Boys beverage on the podcast, Andy. And what are you drinking there? We have
We've got an amber ale,
amber ale.
and it is going down very well.
And
I think you're on your second or third one already.
Apparently I'm wearing a dress on the can. Was that the full story?
Yeah, I reckon that's Nick on the can.
Yeah, it's got to be
It
me.
looks like the plague costume.
It's
with the
Definitely me then.
Yeah. You're the maiden.
The maiden.
Bring out your dead
Very
person.
good.
You know what? Let's
Bring out the dead.
I am enjoying their Wet Whistle Spirit Gin. It is going down a treat. So thanks to Brew Boys. Hopefully they're watching tonight. And yeah, now Josh is monitoring the comments. So say some stuff to him and give some feedback. Tell us how if you agree with us giving out the awards to where they go or disagree. Highly chance of disagreeing. But anyway, we'll see how we go. So lots of categories. So we're going to kick off. Nick, you're in the hot seat because the first category of tonight, I'm cueing Josh for his first cue of pressing buttons.
Ready, Josh? Nudge.
He's all ready. He's got it lined up. It's right there. Rifle Innovation of the Year.
Rifle Innovation of the Year.
Rifle Innovation of the Year. So we had a bunch of nomination suggestions for this one. Nick, have you got anything off the top of your head, or do you want some prompts?
I'm probably going to be biased, so I'll take some prompts.
Okay. You're allowed to be
Was
biased.
it smokeless powder?
It was. So Rifle
century are we
Innovation,
in?
if we understand, is anything to do with the gun itself. So anything from muzzle brakes back to the end of the chassis. So anything along those lines. So we have some recommendations that I'm going to throw up on the screen for the lads to have a little look. And so one of them was the Hardy Rifle Project X, which is up on the screen there. They're our friends across New Zealand. Anyone familiar with the Hardys at all?
Familiar with Hardys, and their barrels and whatnot, but not as a complete rifle. This is generally it's the first I've actually I've seen of it.
So I believe this is their sort of Focus PRS type rifle. I could have that wrong as well, but I believe that is the case. So that was certainly a contender from some of our listeners.
They use metric threading.
They believe they use all the
threads,
useful threading. Absolutely. We also had this one got quite a few votes. This is a hot contender. This is the Accuracy International ATX. Andy, any thoughts on the ATX?
I reckon they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just rebarreled one yesterday.
You can definitely see.
You rebarreled one.
I've already rebarreled one.
So you played with one.
Wow.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I've been playing with it.
How was it? Hands-on experience.
They're actually pretty nice. There's a few quirks. Excuse me. There's a few quirks I don't like in it.
Yep.
One of them is the way the cheek piece works, trying to get the bolt out. If the cheek piece is in the wrong spot, you can't pull the bolt out. However, it's, the Allen key is kept inside the cheek riser with a little detent.
Oh, okay.
Very, very nice setup. Very clever setup.
It's the little touches, isn't it?
It's the little things. And the same Allen key works on the barrel removal as well. So that's actually not a bad little thing. So,
Yeah, right.
No, that's a bad
was
thing
it-
because that means
it was only
people
a
might take
si-
the barrel off by accident, right?
happy accidents.
We don't have to play with their windage anymore. No, they take the barrel off.
The other thing I did like is there's little tiny like a crosshatch serrations on the front of the magazine where it act almost like a barricade stop. It actually does provide a little bit of grip. It is quite a nice little feature that.
Yeah,
So
right.
I did appreciate that.
I think that's one of the things AI do well is those, as you said, Andy, those little nice touches, just
Yeah.
those little extras. It's good. All right, we'll move on from there. We have a chassis on this one. I'm going to get this name right. This is the Falcor Defense Rock chassis. And are you familiar with this one at all? You can see it behind you.
No, haven't seen it.
No,
at
haven't
all.
seen it at all.
No.
Nick, are you familiar at all?
I know Falcor Defense and some of their other stuff, but I haven't seen this one.
Haven't seen that one?
Right side fold, limb saver pad on it. Not a fan of the grip.
Yeah, it's a very interesting grip. It's very,
interesting
skeletonized.
skeleton.
Actually,
It looks
there's images going up on the
thin.
stream of this.
Yeah, and I think the mag latch is also going to be a little bit awkward to get to quickly. But other than that, it's
So
got the
basing that entire feedback on one side,
on one photo
low resolution image.
and no additional angles either.
That's
But,
what the Golden Yeets are about.
That's it.
But it looks
Poor
like
assumptions.
does look like there's a rear monopod potentially for coming up and down. I actually like that idea.
I was looking at that going, well, that's going to hang up on a bag pretty easily. But if that folds up,
Not if your bag's waxed. Come on.
I'll wax my bag.
That's a sack. You think
wax
of a
your
sack?
Yeah,
Don't
damn
you?
it.
Yeah.
Maybe if your bag's not as lumpy, if you've got a smoother bag, it'll work better. Just
You know,
Important.
just
Thinking
hot
out
tip for
loud.
the next year.
No, well, guys, wait till we get to accessories and we can talk about smooth bags all night long.
talk about
We're on
bags.
to the TMB, if I've got that right, the tunable muzzle brake.
from
Nick, you
BJ.
do one of these ones as well.
Yeah.
You've got your version of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of versions of them.
Yeah.
BJ came out with yet another version that's all in one. There's quite a few of them out there, but he's done not a bad job of it. It's actually not too bad. It's a little bit longer than I would have preferred for my preference, but the few guys I've seen who have been running them are pretty happy with them.
Feedback has been good.
Feedback's been pretty reasonable with them, so I think they're a pretty decent unit.
Absolutely. So, has that prompted anything, Andy, from yourself or Nick from yourself in the rifle accessories side of the world? Not rifle accessories, rifle stuff side of the world.
Stuff.
Is there
you
anyone?
do you mean picking out of these things so far?
No, not specifically. I mean, we can add into the mix. We've already added your break in. Andy, have you're going to throw that chassis that you won't let go of? You've still got that
I've still got
XLR
it.
chassis.
Yeah, XLR
Yeah.
chassis.
Okay.
That's been ticking away quite nicely.
Very good.
Did you just say ticker away quite nicely?
Oh, no.
Possibly. Well, I have now.
Josh, can you turn his microphone off? We don't need that sort of quality of comedy humour going on here. All right, we do need to make either a winner or some more nominations. Plushy, anything come to your mind? You're looking thoughtful. No, that's your face. That's right.
I've got nothing until
Nothing?
When did
Okay, here's what I'm tempted to throw in the mix. What about tuners? Because tuners have been a big story of this year in general.
Yeah.
Tuners in general?
Tuners in general.
Yeah. I'm running the older EC tuner with the separate thread on the barrel.
Okay.
I've seen pretty good results with that in terms of like you turn it and your groups definitely come down.
Oh yeah, they definitely work on.
Yeah.
We've been playing with rimfires for quite a while. Plushy's running some of mine, and they definitely. I mean, tuners work.
They work, yeah.
It's funny. I actually came up with a tuner. We created one almost identical to the one we're making now. Would have been over 5 years ago now.
Yep.
And the market was like, "What do we want a tuner for? You idiot! I make a decent hand load. Like, you idiot! Who's going to use these like 40-year-old pieces of technology?" Because it came out in like the late 50s sort of thing.
These are not. I mean, we call it rifle innovation. These are not innovations now, but they certainly have hit a sweet spot.
But they've come back again and they've gone full circle. So
Yeah.
like I tried
Probably-
to sell some and they just didn't do anything. And everyone's like, "We don't want those." And now like I can't make enough of the damn things. It's crazy.
being able to put it on a rifle with a brake is probably the difference.
Yeah.
Fair
that
point.
You couldn't do before, so you can still have a nice, pleasant brake rifle.
All right.
And
Tuners with a brake. Are we,
Good combination.
A good combination. Tuners with a brake generally. We've obviously got BJ's up on the screen and we've got
Yeah.
Nick in the room and then Andy's using the EC. So let's not get split on brand. Let's go tuners with a brake in general.
I would say end of barrel devices, like, you know, brake tuner combinations.
Let's
and
just
stuff
go
like that.
barrels and their accessory. In fact, let's just go rifles. Rifles the winner.
But yeah, let's just do that.
Easy. Done.
No, I think
actually, let's wind it back. Let's go tuners with
I think
brakes.
stuff for the end of your barrel, but whether it be a good quality self-timing brake, or whatever it might be, because blast shields are actually coming back in hunting. There's quite a lot of dudes running muzzle brakes with blast shields on them.
Yeah.
We've sold quite a few of those.
Are we talking about Star Wars now?
Yeah.
Pew pew lasers.
I've been out of the loop for a bit.
Yeah,
What
and-
the hell happened?
Haven't you been set PRS matches now? We all dress up as Jedis.
So I would say muzzle devices. Does that cover everything?
I'm not worried about covering everything. We got to narrow it down a little bit.
Tuners.
Tuners with brakes.
Tuners are the
I
flavor.
swear we were talking about this 2 years ago, tuners.
Were we?
How are they?
No, we went fishing. That was that fishing
Yeah,
stuff.
bluefin tuners.
Yeah, mixed it up. That's all right. All right.
I'm going to go back and check the log.
Butters not happy.
Fronting myself for talking about tuners about 2 years ago.
Butters is going to fight us all. That won't take long.
Did I say Butters is going to fart us all?
I think I did.
If Butters is going to fight us, that's like fighting a 3-year-old.
All right. Now, boys, you're going to have to do a bit of a switcheroo here, and if you want to use it as an opportunity, grab a new drink. But, Dutchy, you're going to be a hot seat in a moment.
Yep.
So, now, I'm going to get you, Josh, just to hold on the image for... Oh, you can do the title up for this next one in a moment when these boys are swapped around. Feel free to move.
No, you need to.
You need to find... Well, you've lost something down the casting couch.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
No, put your hand down.
Don't put your hand down there.
Oh, so sticky.
He bites back. What has
Whoa,
he?
wait, buddy. Wait, why are you there?
This is getting serious.
The suspense is killing
The
me.
next episode. No, we're still on this one, unfortunately. The next category is the podcast title of the year. Podcast title of the year. Oh, you won't need the paper yet, but we will need it later. That's right. The podcast title of the year. All right.
Amateur hour.
Dutchy, these are the most popular names. So I don't know if you can read that, but I'm going to let you read out the names of the most popular ones, and then we'll talk about the week. Because this was a completely nominated by our. You don't show that
How many
that
have we
angle,
got?
Josh, because then we're gonna get the winner on there. This was completely voted. Yeah, typical Dutchy is reading ahead. This has been completely nominated by. Voted on by our listeners. So
Yeah, perfect.
we'll get to the winner. But anyway,
do need that
if
sheet,
you would
don't I?
like to read through the ones that are up on screen, these were the most popular ones that got votes. So
It's funny that so many of them have the same percentage. That
Yeah.
makes me feel
They were
like
pretty
a heap
even.
of them only got one vote.
heap of them got some votes. One votes, yes.
All right, number one. Oh no, that's
In no
sorry.
particular order.
Yeah, this is in no particular order.
Yeah.
I look completely different.
Any reference what that was? I don't remember what that was.
I don't remember.
No, next one.
Something about shooting with
Well, that
them.
might have been a Thursday night in drag. I don't know.
So Thursday night.
Yeah.
Good. Dutchy on.
Number
missing
two,
it. You've been missing
Zero Hero.
That was you trying to get a zero.
That's
Andy.
good.
I remember that one. Yeah, good.
Number three is 1,100 Nerf darts.
That was when we just moved in here and we bought
Yeah.
heaps of Nerf darts.
Yeah.
Got that.
1,100.
1,100
That's quite a lot.
approximately. We're up to
Funnily
about
enough.
2,000 now.
That's
Some of
overachieving.
them are in this room.
Yeah, many are in this room.
projectile shooting.
Several of them are loaded into Nerf guns right as we speak. Maybe
Number
hidden
four,
around. Yeah.
I bought a drum kit.
That was true. I bought a drum kit. Yeah.
Oh, did I say it wrong? I bought a drum kit.
Yeah.
What type?
Sanchez? I don't know.
That's
Ibanez,
coming-
I know it's a guitar, isn't it?
That's a guitar.
Nah,
That's-
same thing.
that one's coming up later in the in a different category.
Hang on.
Alrighto.
Number
Oh, no, there's another one
five,
down there.
I can't see it because of the gin.
Tell and
The Wet Whistle Spirit Co. gin.
Shout out. Shout out.
Tell and Teller.
Yep.
I can't remember what that was
I
about.
don't remember what it was about.
Yeah.
Isn't that out of Sons of Anarchy? Teller?
Is it? Tell us from Penn and Teller. It's like Penn and Teller, but Tell and Teller.
Jack's tell.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. It's the Sons
Boring
of Anarchy.
fact. Stolen the name. Stay tuned for the tuner.
Oh, we
Well,
finally
that's
talked.
relevant, isn't it?
Yeah, finally talked about tuners again.
Podcasting couch. Or have I said the podcasting couch?
That seems that
It's
seems
in,
more
it's in
appropriate.
capitals.
logical,
It's in
yeah.
capitals.
That is. No, you're right.
You need to be more specific, guys. A goat named Lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Good story.
that was that lucky goat that didn't get shot
Yep.
by you because you're not very good. Yeah,
Seems legit.
And you still allow him in this building.
checks out. Yeah, he doesn't know much about shooting. Perfect for this podcast.
He spends too much time shooting targets.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a zero hero.
You worse. Stay redacted.
it's when we had Kenny on talking about his who was forced to change his business name.
Yep.
It's all right.
Why?
Anyway, you go listen to the episode,
Yeah, I
Dutchy.
reckon. Jeez.
Can't you just synthesize it into like 2 words?
He wore it like
Stay redacted.
Some person.
We did. That was the title of the episode.
And the final one is watching this in audio version.
They're the best podcasts.
They're Andy's favourite style. All righto.
It's like an intro to Futurama.
It was the favourite one. The favourite one, of course, is always the porn reference. Podcasting couch, because I went and bought a couch and then I bought it back and everyone went, "That's a casting couch."
Yeah.
And anyway,
Didn't you know we're starting an OnlyFans account?
Well, I mean, yours keeps getting shut down for.
Didn't you know that we already have one?
Oh, damn it. Are those percentages
Andy's-
up on screen for all the viewers and listeners?
It is, yeah.
So one of them got 2 votes and the rest all got 1 vote by the percentage I can see.
Yeah.
You're too smart for your own good.
Unless
Yeah,
you're
that's
colourblind and you can't tell the colour difference between I bought a drum kit and tell him.
This is possible.
So it's pretty close.
It was close.
Yeah,
It
it was
only got
pretty-
edged out. Yeah, absolutely. Podcasting.
That's how
couch.
important votes are, people.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did a blank vote in there because I think the first year we tried this, the default option got 1 because that was just the default option. Whereas I think this year we put the blank in so that you had to choose, and that's not every vote actually chose one for this. You had to choose an episode title for
Hang
it.
on a minute. How many social media accounts do you have, Andy?
2. I didn't lodge any.
Andy, which was your favourite episode name?
Out of those ones?
Yeah.
Zero Hero.
Zero Hero. Okay. We'll get T-shirts made. then.
Self-indulgent.
Good. All right, that's it for that category. We should move on to something a bit more useful. We're going to ask you boys to play musical chairs again. Plushy, I believe you are in the hot seat. Moving in. Welcome aboard.
I'm permanently in the hot seat, buddy.
Well, no, it's the Ranger beard. That's why.
So I don't need that paper anymore.
You will. That's right at the end.
Really feeling the pressure.
All right, we're on to optics. Optical innovation of the year. Good. All right, we got some suggestions. Plushy, anything come to mind at all?
Oh, I can't. Wait, hang on. It doesn't fit in between my toes.
She said.
Well, that's the episode name for this one. I got that sorted out. I've got next year's winner already. Oh, good. All right. We got some suggestions. Plus, you do want to look at them, or have you got anything on top of mind?
Ooh, was the Vortex the range finding binos with AB released this year, or was that last year?
Look, they're maybe, I'm not sure. I think they were this year. They're on the list anyway. They're on the list because they were nominated by a number of listeners. They were nominated, and in the same nomination, they said, aren't they just a SIG 300, but with a better warranty? But I don't. Those SIGs don't run AB unless they're specified, do they?
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, I don't believe that is
I know
the
they've
case.
got Bluetooth. I think the SIGs don't. They say
Yeah,
they
they can hook
Kestrel,
into
but
stuff.
I don't
Yeah,
think
for
they've
sure.
got their own processor. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's all right. So both of those were nominated. They're a good option. I've got a set of those. You've got a set of those.
I do.
Yeah. Happy with them?
They're great.
Good. All right. Cool. Well, that's the winner. No.
Yeah.
Let's move on to some other stuff. This is another one came in from a listener was the Zerotech Trace first focal plane. Anyone use one of these?
I haven't. I've played with one. I haven't actually gone out and shot with one, but
They've
I've
got
had
a-
it in the shop and play with it.
They've got a very large elevation
They're
turret.
quite.
They're right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
they're large.
that's one that Charlie picked up at a prize in Darwin.
Quite possibly.
Oh, okay. There you
One he picked
go.
up.
Nice. Okay. So we don't know a lot about them, but they're 4.5 to 27 by 50. Yeah, I mean pretty good things about
black,
that.
I think.
Anodized black.
By the look.
Yep. Another
Have
scope.
turrets on it with numbers.
It's got turrets, numbers.
I
Yep.
can only see one.
The bit that you connect
Not
is
adjustable
round.
for windage, apparently, by the photo.
Element Optics, the Titan FFP. A few of these been getting around. These have been, I think, for their price, a really popular option.
They were good times.
I think didn't one of our shooters at a competition pick that up as a prize?
Oh, yeah.
Rimfire Rumble was it?
Yeah, wasn't it your
Yeah.
match, Andy?
I think so.
Lucky door
yeah.
prize.
Yeah, it was.
Bit dirty about that because I didn't get it and I won the match.
Yeah. Suffering your jocks, mate.
Basically, yeah.
It wasn't a skill based.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah, well, you didn't enter the door very well. All right, so I mean
couldn't fit through the
they've
door.
been a popular option. Good contender. For sure. What else have we got on the list there? The Venom, the cheaper option there on the Vortex.
Yep.
They came out this year and they're to huge success. They've been very, very popular.
Vortex bring out that hunting light crossover one.
LHT.
The LHGs. Yeah, didn't get
That was
a
meant to be a pretty
nomination on that.
Pretty good one.
They're not
See,
bad, actually.
Taylor was here before. He's on one off. So in their lightweight hunting option, that is good as well. I think, and then we had this other one which I had to look up. I didn't know anything about this, but this is the Apex Optics Rival. This is a Canadian brand being built in Japan, but a Canadian brand, and I know nothing about them. I'm going to have to look into them. I only discovered them this afternoon when a nomination came in for them.
Never heard of them either.
No, okay. Should we just give it to them?
Sure.
I like how they've got red highlights and not silver or gold like Leupold and every other brand. So they've got a different colour. That's
Well, they've
nice.
gone with the Canadian theme.
Canada.
It would be the nicest scope you've ever met.
Every time you miss, it just goes,
Apologise.
I'm sorry. I want to nominate this one. If this, all right, let's. What are you guys thinking?
You missed on windage.
Now,
Plushy, any additionals to bring into this, or what's your favourite out of the nominations that come forward? Or
I think the Vortex, what are they called? Fury?
the Fury 5000
now
ABs.
Simon is biased with these because these can actually move the lenses so close together
Yep.
that he's able to manage that one. Because no other pair of binos gets those lenses close enough together.
I had to
I'm the
try a
same.
few pairs of binos before I bought some because you've got the same problem as me.
I've got the same problem.
Yeah, our eyes are really close together and you can't always get a clear picture through
Yeah.
a lot of binos. And these ones fit the bill.
Yeah, my eyes are friendly and they just like hanging out with each other.
Basically,
That's the deal. So I credit there. I noticed on yours, and this is smart because I need to do this as well. You've got like a bino adapter that sits in. You've got that extended so you can actually close the binos and it doesn't
Where
hit
did
them
you
out.
get that from?
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
who made that for me.
Oh. So Nick, have you going to make another one of those?
I think I might have to make a production on it.
I think you're going to.
Too many dudes with beady close eyes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to make a caveat. Plushy, I'm happy to run with your
No, I
choice
think
there.
what they've done is it talks to your Kestrel. It also has the calculator inside of it, or the ballistics or the engine inside of it. They're doing something for a price point that not a lot of other places are doing, what other companies are doing. So I think it's got my vote anyway.
All right,
For beady-eyed people.
What's the speed on the rangefinder like? Is it pretty quick?
It's very quick. It's quicker
laser
than,
fast.
It's quicker than a Terrapin.
Excellent.
laser
wow.
fast.
Okay, there you go. Done.
The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't give you a reading through a windscreen, and the Terrapin will.
Just smash your windscreen out, you'll be fine.
Basically,
all right, I'm going to put a caveat on that. If this Canadian scope apologises every time you miss, that's got a hands down.
Definitely.
Short of that, Fury AB 5000s.
In Canadian, don't they speak French and English? Should someone at least Google what Apex means in French?
All right,
I think that's a fair point.
I reckon it means sorry.
Josh will get onto that, I guess. We're going to move on to the favourite channel, podcast, social media accounts, something along those lines of the year.
For those curious, it means summit. Top, summit, or peak.
I was pretty close.
There you go. Nothing to
La
do.
Summit, I believe.
Listen, I believe so. The only French I know how to say is le glace or glace or something, which is ice
So
cream.
you don't actually know how to say it.
That's as close to French as I know. That's right.
Oh, oui.
Or that's about it. Renault. I can say Renault. It's probably said with a different accent.
So you like cars that break down too?
Oh, you're driving Alpha, do you? All right, let's move on to the channel podcast page of the year. Drum roll, please. No, haven't got a drum roll. Okay, that's all right. Fair enough. We have a number of nominations in for this one.
Okay.
Andy Little, your pages
No.
didn't get nominated.
That's right. Because I didn't nominate.
How many social media accounts you got again?
Well, it would have crossed over somewhere. I don't think it worked.
Should have.
I shall read these ones out
Little precision.
in I believe in the order they came in.
Okay.
That's why. That's why I didn't get a vote because he didn't. He didn't know. She didn't know what it was called.
Have you worked out which account switch yet?
You didn't.
No.
Righto, Low Vis Gear. Let's kick it off with Low Vis Gear.
Yep.
Good. He's
that's
been
a good
doing
one.
some great lives.
Lots
and
of
some
great
great stuff.
I got that on
Oh,
tonight.
you got a Low Vis shirt on tonight. Yeah, nice. Well, I guess they have to win. Impact Shooting. Pete from South Africa. Been smashing it this year.
Yeah.
Been doing well. Australian Rifle Series exclusive.
Yes.
is that executive? No, exclusive.
Us.
Let's go with us. Phil Vallejo, especially, there's a comment on this one, especially the trigger cam videos. Nick, you've got a trigger cam. Where's all your videos?
I'm embarrassed how bad I am.
Well, it would make a great punchline for it was every time you miss, your scope told you, sorry.
I'm so sorry, eh?
The summit or something.
It's even better because every time Nick misses, he blames somebody else. Now we've got evidence that it wasn't somebody else. It's actually Nick's fault.
So true. THLR on YouTube. Now, THLR, they were around a while ago. The name's super familiar, and apparently they're coming back doing more YouTube videos.
Right.
One I haven't checked out, but if you were into their stuff before, it's probably worth looking at. And if you're not into their stuff before, probably worth checking out as well.
Is that the New Zealand one, or is that something?
I don't know. I only found it this afternoon, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, right.
We had Precision Rifle Guy. Was nominated by Precision Rifle Guy. Yep. He played your trick that you intended to do, except he actually did it.
What was that?
Nominate himself.
Huh.
So kudos to him.
Yeah,
He's got some effort, unlike someone in this room. And, anyway, Modern Day Sniper, which I guess is connected to Phil Vallejo.
That's it.
So good, always good stuff. And unfortunately, someone nominated Impact Dynamics. I guess Josh has been doing good work on that. So well done, Josh. Got a nomination. Good stuff.
Congratulations to you.
Well done. Notice our podcast didn't get nominated, which seems about right.
That's okay.
All right.
Next year.
Out of those ones.
We're all winners.
You're right, Simon. You're enjoying yourself.
How's your beer?
You're enjoying
It's
yourself.
empty. It's a real problem.
We'll get onto that in a moment. We got a sponsor message coming up, and you can choose a beer.
Oh, really?
But anyway, that's all right. We'll come into that. Any of those ring a bell for you if you really like their content over the last year?
Some of them.
Yep.
I like VP Precision.
Yep.
VP Precision.
Yeah, that's always good.
They won our first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we got them on the phone.
They've got a really good. If you had like favorite episode of the year.
Yes.
But they didn't. So
yeah, but I'm going to include it now because I'm on the
Next
microphone.
category.
You can't stop me.
I've got this great category that no.
If you had funniest episode of the year, Jake tried to go into Canada.
Oh, really?
And yeah, he tried to take some things into Canada that you're not allowed to have. It's like going from the US is kind of like going from the US to Australia, except to Canada. Like they've got stricter gun control laws.
Oh.
He took a whole bunch of stuff that he shouldn't have.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's very funny. And someone was really nice to him at the border, and then he came back and he went backwards and forwards, and eventually got into
where he needed to go.
into Canada. Yeah,
Okay.
It's a good listen if you.
Well,
if you got the
honourable
time.
mention to that particular episode, whatever episode it was called. Yeah. Hit Plushy up, he'll tell you which episode it is.
Canadian prison.
Sorry.
Andy, what about your viewing habits? Have you been following any of those?
Yeah, Impact Shooting. Watched a fair bit of him, and also some other ones. We didn't mention Ultimate Reloader. Gavin Shooting.
Gavin,
He has a lot of good stuff. He's always showing a lot of reloading.
Is it ultimate?
New gear, Ultimate.
Stuff. Yeah.
And was it Precision Rifle Network?
Oh yeah.
They throw up a bit of stuff.
Patrick, I think his name is.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I sat down and had a talk with him once when we were in Vegas. He's a really nice guy, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So we haven't got any sort of concise opinion on that.
No.
Oh, what about Taylor's podcast? What's that one?
From the bench didn't get
From the
nominated.
bench didn't get nominated. That's terrible. Right.
Did he try my trick too?
Good. He didn't. Taylor doesn't know how to use the internet. That's a problem.
Damn it. He's probably listening too.
Hopefully.
On the
He
drive home.
does live in the country.
Apparently, he doesn't know how to reload either. That's why he's asking everyone else.
Fair enough, mate. I should start doing that. I'm going to throw a vote in for Lover's Gear. I think what Birchie has done has been some really good lives. Really, and I think the reason I really liked it is because it's been super valuable. He's been putting information out there, and he's got a lot of experience to share. So I'm going to tick a box for him, which means we haven't really got a decisive answer.
No, I'm going to change my vote.
You're going to change your vote?
No, Birchie's like ranting Facebook posts have got me through COVID. They are so good. You sit there and you read it 3 times and it gets better and better every time you read it.
I love his sales pitches as well when he has new merch dropping or something like that.
Yeah.
Like all the things that this T-shirt will do for you and create a better shooter or improve your love life or increase your sperm count, whatever options he ticks the boxes.
Most of us have kids. We're looking for the decrease.
Okay.
You've got
Bertie,
that problem
we need some rubber hoodies, man. All right. Lovis gear. Anyone against
it's
it?
solid.
Solid.
Apparently, there's some people in the comments that didn't vote. It's got a few people saying from the bench.
From the bench.
Missed out. Should have got in earlier.
From the bench has been to Taylor's credit has been good. Absolutely.
Honourable mention.
Honourable mention to
He's had
Taylor.
some good content.
Yeah. So anyway, there we go. She'd just grow some more hair. Lovi's Gear, the winner. Lovi's Gear.
Well done,
well done.
Well done,
Well done.
Dutchy.
What's, you wear the shirt.
All right, you filthy animal.
That's all right. All right, speaking of rigged,
The Yeets.
pretty much. Plushy, do you want to head over that fridge and grab one of the Brew Boys beers and let's see what you pick. There's a number of options in there. Go and have a look.
There's a darker.
And,
There's a darker.
Good Lord,
Man,
gave
that
you
would
two
be-
hands for a reason.
That would be good. And we are going to thank the Brew Boys because they gave us a stack of gin and beers and stuff. What have you got over there,
Stop
Plushy?
talking, I'll try and talk.
Sure. I mean, you're near a microphone, but if you spun that microphone around to you, you could actually do that. The Brew Boys are on Grand Junction
It's a
Road.
one-way.
Oh, so they're local.
They're local SA. Yeah.
Yeah, I drove past
absolutely.
their shed at like 6 o'clock this morning.
Were
And I
they
was
open?
That's where they
Or
are.
they just about to close?
No, they weren't open. But I was like,
They were still open from the night before. Hey!
yeah.
So there's one story about Brew Boys that I'm not meant to tell.
Okay.
we're not
And
recording
Josh,
right now?
Josh may actually turn the podcast off partway through this, but
We're already off.
I'm going to try. So last year, Josh and I were the only
Technical
people who worked
difficulties.
here. And we decided to have our Christmas party out there because we know Ness who sort of hooked this up for us. And so we went out there, had the Christmas party was us just having gin and wings. We ordered wings. We ordered buffalo wings. Now, you guys like buffalo wings?
Sure, why
Yeah,
not?
it's good enough. Fine. No dramas.
Not really.
His story gets worse than me every time.
Yeah, and so Josh had buffalo wings. We got wings and nuggets and stuff, and Josh had one wing and started sweating, and then started turning red. And I'm like,
So he had a second
are
wing.
you okay? And he's yeah, and had a second. I think you had a second wing. Did you go for a second one?
I can't remember.
He's lost out. That's a definitely second one. It's gone into it. And I tell you what, this poor lad doesn't deal with spicy food very well. He does an excellent podcast production. He does all of those things very well. He got nominated for the Impact Dynamics channel, which he basically makes the videos for. But not spicy food because he was in tears over a second wing. And this is not the chili ones. These are the buffalo ones.
The regular buffalo wings.
These are the regular ones. So we welcome spicy food to
We know you're
anytime.
kryptonite now,
Yeah, we
Josh.
know it's kryptonite. So, but the downside is Nick, he could just press the button. We're all off air and never to be seen again. All the accounts are deleted. So, I mean, Josh's a superstar and a hero, and great stuff. How's your beer going?
Right, I've got some choices. We've got pine and passion sour,
Yep,
which looks all right.
I like a sour actually.
We've got a West Coast IPA, which is 100% what I'm going to take.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's my thing. We've got honey beer.
Yep,
We've got an amber ale, which I think Andy just had.
yep.
We've got a ginger beer. Oh, no, they've got ginger
Ginger beer. That's
yeah.
Andy's.
That's mine.
Andy's all in.
Is this
Dutchy's
like,
just.
this is like
Dutchy's just
cannibalism
perked
or
out.
something, isn't it?
Mate, I'll go full ginger anytime.
It's just what happens when you go to Red Cross and give blood.
All right, I might grab that. Chuck that sour over. I'm going to have a crack on that sour. Nick, do you want any of those? Do you want a gin?
Your choices are amber ale or honey beer.
Yep. Or a gin.
Wow.
All right.
Tick,
Keep this going,
tock,
mate. You're not watching the audio version.
Tick, tock.
This is great podcast
Yeah.
content.
Thinking music. We got thinking music.
Can you hear the gears grinding, or is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the hamster just stopped.
You think go get that lathe checked?
No, I'll grab a honey.
Honey.
Oh, all right. What about a beer?
Not sweet.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you don't
Nice. And while you boys are up, we
You don't
should
get
swap
anything.
over because I think we're gonna change over. But massive shout out to Brew Boys if you're in
you're right,
Adelaide,
you're
go
right.
and check them out. Josh is giggling at the comments, aren't you, Josh?
I just ignored them. Back to them now.
Back to him.
Speaking of Brew Boys, Ness says hi.
Oh, hello,
We have
Ness.
someone from Brew Boys watching.
Thanks for hooking this all up
Is she a
for us.
brew girl, or how does that
She's
work?
she's a brew
Queen,
girl.
the
She's
Queen
a brew-
Bee.
She's the Queen Bee.
Queen
there
Bee.
you go.
Ooh,
that's
that's
it.
good.
Or the Queen V.
I've been around since
A bit of a
2008.
sympathy from Butters for spicy food.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Butters is a bit of a wuss with that sort of thing. He didn't do well in Texas.
It's the same
at
with
all.
beer.
He did not do
He
well
likes
at all.
ginger beer though.
He likes anything ginger. All right, let's move on to accessory innovation of the year. I think is where we are sitting. All right, Plushy, any nominations for this that you liked? You're an accessory kind of guy.
Speaking of,
I've got all of-
Butters says goodbye.
See, Butters.
Love you,
go.
Butters. Yeah.
Past his bedtime.
I've got all of them, but I don't know about any of them.
Right, so you sound like good quality shooter. All right, let's kick off with a few of the nominations
No,
that
you
came
can
in.
buy points.
This is the Boscobel Belloc bipod.
Oh, the gas strut springs in it.
Yeah. So these are. I'm pretty sure this was nominated by Sean, but happy days. Good for some promotion. These guys are smashing it. These guys are out of WA, Australian company, and shipping all around the world, which is awesome of them. So we're just about to actually start stocking them next month here. So if you're in Adelaide, you can come check one out. But these guys are big supporters of shooting in general.
They sponsored a PRS as well when we were in Buck and.
They put some stuff on
they put some stuff on the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So they're good crews.
Did they start making feet for like different?
I do believe that was the case. They
they've moved into
replacement
bipods.
feet.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's good. So I'm looking forward to playing with one of them. All right, speaking of low vis, this was the I think Aurora bag. Now this is an unusual bag because it's the listeners are home or watchers or viewers, whatever, we've seen the other version, but this which is the same bag, just held a different way to what the image you guys are looking. But it's got sort of like a half a cookie, half a game changer, half a I don't know. It's
this
sort of
looks like the ticker barricade stop from STS, but he's made a soft version of it.
yeah,
true.
it does. Sort of.
I've got one of them.
The back that you guys are looking at it also drops down.
Yeah.
And so it goes around a barricade as well. So I'd like to see the Australian innovation. Good job, Birchie. Well done. This was nominated. This is the Arca clamp for a what is this? A Magpul bipod. It's a bit of an unusual way of doing it because it's got the pick rail on there as well.
Yeah.
Nick, you look concerned.
So what
Maybe.
you can attach your
I'm actually
pick
looking
and
at the
arc
engineering that went in to do that, and they built this it's a pretty decent clamp. They've got a left-hand and right-hand thread, and they put it on a Magpul bipod. Okay.
Well, not a fan of Magpul bipods.
Not a huge fan.
The other one that was nominated was the tripods from the Vortex Radian tripods, which are not super dissimilar to a Leo photo, LN, but they're good. They're good tripods. Those sort of larger sizes. And the other one that was nominated, they haven't got a photo of because it was a collection. It was all the Gucci tripod gear. And the accessories for them, which I think Andy's referencing your microphone stand covers you brought in the other episode.
Yeah.
That wrap around the tripod legs and allow you to sort of hang all sorts of stuff. And there's Kestrel hangers and
tripod
all
hammocks.
sorts of stiff tripod hammocks, the little ones
I've
that
got
sit between the three
a
legs.
lot of Birchie stuff.
Yeah, so there is lots of gear there. And of course, one of my favourites is all the sexy GT Gay Tiger accessories that are kicking about. This one is from Short Action Precision. This is like the mag holder. And then you got the 2-round holder. And there's
So proud.
There's more and more bits and pieces that have come out, so to
So
speak.
has that gun been shot? Sorry, I haven't been in for
It has not been shot yet.
The action.
But the action's been shot, but the brass. Yeah. Anyway, there's a video to come soon.
Whoa!
There's a video to come soon.
Suspense.
You might see it in a few years.
He's got to shoot it.
No, Josh said it, so it should be soon. It won't be me. It'll happen next time you go shooting. It'll be good. All right, so there's a few accessories. Anything spring to mind for you, Plushy?
I'm coming up blanks.
You coming up blanks?
Coming up blanks, yeah.
Just like the Love Life Friday, Nick. Anything for
I
you?
like the bipods.
You like the bike?
Like the Boscobel bipods. I think it's
Boscobel.
doing something different with the gas struts on them, the preloading on it.
Yeah.
I haven't got a huge amount of experience with it, but I think they've done really well with that.
Nice. Andy, anything from you in the accessory world?
Yeah, on bipods, there's a company in New Zealand who've released like a really lightweight hunting bipod. I think it's called Backlands. Carbon fibre.
Oh,
I've heard of that.
I do know.
What do we-
They've got a really weird spigot mount on the front of them as well. Adapter point. They're not bad.
I think it's for a normal like sling attachment
Are they good for
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
grass?
and water
Yeah.
and out of water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they tick all the boxes.
And then the Area 419 Zero Press, was that this year? Was that
I'm
last
going to
year?
claim it came out this year.
Is that a rifle
It
accessory?
arrived.
Like-
But that's an accessory.
An accessory.
It's not a rifle accessory. It's accessories.
Right.
They're reloading gear. Good call, Andy. Good nomination. All right. What about? Let's throw in the V4 auto trickler. How dirty are you, Plushy?
I'm happy with my V3.
He's ginger, of course he's dirty.
Yeah, fair enough. Second best is good enough. How'd the series go, Plushy? Anyway,
If you don't win, you lose.
any other comments? What are we going to choose? What are we going to choose? Anything in the comments, Josh? Anything
Have you seen the short action custom modular reloading die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nick has.
Ultimate Reloader did a video on it. And it's essentially like you pull this die apart and you can do your sizing and your seating and everything with it.
They're using, for the tradesmen out there, they're using ER16 collets on the inside.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's what I suggested they should use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty clever utilising those things because they clamp like a swear word. They clamp like a mother. Whatever. They're good.
He can beep it.
Can't you swear on here?
Sure.
Nick seems to think you can't. So fair enough.
okay.
He can bleep whatever.
I can, damn it. So,
You'll bleep this whole time.
oh, yeah. Not the first time that's happened. No, that sap die is actually a pretty decent concept of the way they've done all the pins and stuff. So, and they're custom around and stuff, and they're also melanite finished as well. So they've got a different finish on.
Oh, okay.
So they're actually quite good. Yeah.
A lot of that went over my head, but yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right.
Selenite. I'll
Are we
remember
going
that.
for the thing that Andy didn't understand? Are we going for the Area 49 press? Are we going for the Boscobel?
C16
I'm
collar.
going to go
Bipod.
another Aussie product with the bipods.
You going with the bipods,
Yeah,
Nick?
going with the bipods.
Can you like tune the gas struts to like different newton?
So
Can you?
A slow
I want to know.
extend.
Can you put the gas strut into a Nerf gun and use? No,
Can
okay,
you put
irrelevant.
Gastra in the fire?
With the right tools, I can do anything. With the wrong tools, give me 5 minutes.
You've got 3.
We'll fit it.
We're on a timeline here. Right, choose something. Yeah, and Plushy,
Bipod.
bipod, Andy.
Yeah, stick it local.
Well, what's your nomination for that?
Where else do you stick it?
Boscobel bipods have,
Really
have
bad
got
life
it.
advice.
Well done, lads. Good old
All over it.
Australian innovation. Love to see it, and it's particularly hitting the international scale.
I'm blaming Brew Boys.
That is fantastic.
Or thanking Bruno.
Alrighty, we are going to do a switcheroo.
Is there no more in
Dutchy, you are up. Dutchy, you're
Dutchy,
up. Go
get something.
on your way. Go
Get a
grab a,
drink,
beer.
mate.
Go grab a drink.
Go find
and,
something.
and we will. You can come back and
You
regale us with
filthy animal.
the stories of what you've chosen. Oh, that's not. That's not gone well. You're next over, mate. You're next over. Dutchy, you're up. We're going to give you another spell on the microphone and see if you behave yourself this time.
What was the
I
other
doubt
thing?
I lost
Projectile.
my paper.
Oh,
Don't need
again.
the paper yet.
Yeah.
That's all right. Bring the microphone in, mate. And we're going to be talking about memes. Memes of the year, one of the popular categories. We have quite a
When I'm
few
talking about memes,
Thanks for the
that we're going to go
memories.
for. So,
there's nothing I like more than
well, what beer did you choose?
Amber Ale.
Amber Ale.
I'm like, it's the plague person. What is the name of that beer?
All right, so we're going to kick this off. We've got a few nominations came in.
I've got to turn around.
And I think I threw 1 or 2 in. So let's have a look
That's
here
a nice drop.
as well we go. All right. This one here. Andy, you're closest. You can read it out
That's so true. I like it.
with your microphone that's on behind.
I can't read. I need glasses now. That new shooter who just bought a new tripod and wants to use it on every stage. You got-
Yep.
What's his name? Is it Steven Seagal? No. What's his name?
That's the
The guy from The Office?
Steve Carroll or Carell or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carroll?
I'm going to make this way harder than it
Yeah.
needs to be.
Yeah. So he's saying, I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be. So
Yep. Okay, that's
With
good.
the
That's
blank
good.
look on his face, it's good.
There we go. All right, on to the
good.
next one. Oh, we should credit that one. Oh, look out! I can
Oh,
hear
I
an
can
earth
hear
coming
something.
in the background.
I've got a ginger drink. Save it.
Oh, good. Plushy's just walked back in, shooting everyone with an earth gun. Ow, in my ear. Good shot. All right, on to the next meme.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of? The barrel
Oh,
crawlers.
sorry, Ed. Dutchy, what was your response to that one? Someone who's got all the gear and wants to use on every stage.
All the gear, no idea.
I think it
I've
was
tried
good. It
that.
was just
Yeah,
Andy's
yeah, yeah.
lead-in was a bit lacking.
Yeah.
You've summed up the podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it's, I'm not a massive Steve Carell fan or whatever. He was,
Alright,
he was
well-
good in Despicable Me, but
Sweat stains.
We'll move on. We'll move on. Next one up, Andy. We've got an oil fire in the ocean here. This one's from us.
Am I reading it?
You're ready. Well, you're the closest.
Jeez, I
Yeah.
can't.
You can't turn around.
Okay, we've got an oil fire from an oil rig in the ocean, boats around it. One of the boats is 6BR and a tuna.
looks a bit limp.
It does look a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
One of the other boats got a huge water jet that's
Yeah.
going lack of training and practice. That's me.
Still not hitting the mark.
Yeah, still not getting it.
Nowhere near it.
Down the bottom.
And what's an orca plate?
I think it's a bad spelling of an arca plate.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's a
Well, no,
joke.
it's in the ocean, so
It's
an
in the
orca.
ocean. They're
Yeah.
orcas.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Kill
You got
them
one
all.
boat with wide spray that's an arca plates.
Mind you, is
And then there's a boat pretty much on fire in the middle.
Yeah, it's the oil leaking fire.
Yeah, and what does it say?
your shitty fundamentals. Have you seen my trigger pull?
I'm seeing in front of me. That's
Your
all right.
lack of trigger pull.
All right, any response to that one, Dutchy? Is that
I like the
excited by that
6PR
Not
one.
really?
That was good.
Yeah, 6 mil people,
You
eh?
need to see the water going kind of sideways and downwards in the back.
Yeah.
All right, on to the
And then,
next
like,
one. Another one
licking
from
a
us.
window inside. Oh, dear.
Oh, I remember this.
I remember when this
harsh.
came out.
That was harsh.
It's funny that the person who
Yeah,
does
yeah,
this,
hang on. You're going to have to explain it there, Andy, because no one listening can hear
So
it.
our club had the Monado meltdown.
Yep.
And the match director and I think a few other people. Was it just? Well, there were some patches that got around.
The categories. Oh, no, the divisions of shooters.
Divisions,
Got,
yep.
got patches for the winners
Got patches.
of the divisions. Yeah.
That's right. So we've
Not
got
divisions, the other ones, classifications.
Monado meltdown patch. Whoa. And then down the bottom, the kid's gone, this is worthless.
Yep. Any response to that one,
But
Dutchy?
it was the only one awarded for the year, so
It was the only
maybe
one,
it
right?
wasn't worthless.
Well,
maybe it's
yeah.
True.
In
maybe it's
10
priceless.
years,
Maybe
that's
it's
priceless.
priceless.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. On to the next one there, Andy. This is a grandma.
Oh, I got the grandma in the car. She goes, muzzle brakes, not on my range. Okay.
see none.
It's like Elmer Fudd.
Righto.
It's a Northern Territory meme, I think.
See you in
See?
the
NT?
Here we go. This one back to the Evergreens. The Evergreen ship that
this
locked
one.
up the canal. And explain that one, Andy. Go on. Have a go.
Oh, we've got a ship sideways in the canal. All right, we've got a, what's that, front end loader. Trying to, that's a big job. Jeez. Buying gear to fix my problems. And then the ship is my neglected fundamentals. So
Is there any response to that one?
Yeah, buying points.
Buying
I buy a lot
points.
of shit to
It's
get points.
absolutely a thing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Dutchy, in response to that, you're the gauge here.
Look at the two guys in high vis. Like, what the fuck is moving on that work site? They need to be in high vis. The ship's stuck. And that thing's like, I ain't moving it. Quick, put your high vis shirt
Fair
on, mate.
point. All right, there we go, Andy. Another one for you. It's a rock. Picture of a rock.
Yeah, it's a picture of a rock. Looks like a heavy metal.
Yep.
It says down the bottom, happy 3-08 day. 3rd of the 8th.
8th March. It would have been the US. Happy 308.
Oh.
Good fun.
Got it.
All right. Any response to that one, Dutchy?
No.
None. Doesn't he loves 308s? That's probably why.
Are you
Here
still
we go.
waiting for the, what was it, 7x62 Creedmoor?
Nah.
Was that-
Nah, that
she's
was a
moved
couple
on.
of years. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Next one's a meme from Precision Addiction. go with this one.
have done this so many
Nick's
times.
already into it, relating to it.
Nick can read it out.
Nick, you can read it out.
Honestly, if you ever want to murder me, just start a shot timer right before we go at it, and I'll forget everything I know. Yep.
It's so true.
And it's so true. How many times have I tried to shoot a pink stick with an IPSC and just not followed range instructions? And then like they turn around and they go, this is a 90-second stage and I'll set a timer at 120 seconds. I just don't listen to shit. Yeah, so I like that. That's good.
Good. Dutchy, any response to that one? Having not shot a stage?
No, but it was nice listening to Nick's story,
it was
really.
nice.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't really care if he misses everything. He's got good stories.
All right. That's our ones
That's
there.
what it's about.
There we go.
I like that one.
That one.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favourite, I have to say.
It was all the delivery, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was delivery. Well done, Nick. All right. Precision Addiction. For the first time, you've won a Golden Yeet.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done.
I know you guys,
PA.
you probably don't care, but we're going to tell you anyway.
Pre-A.
Congratulations, Precision Addiction. They do some fun memes. Righto. Well done. We are on to the next category.
Oh dear, there's more?
Yeah, there's 2 categories to go, I believe. I think that's what we've got left. So we're going to swing Nick back in the chair. Come on back. Roundabout. Play the music, Josh. Do we have music? Probably don't. Nick's providing his own music. Righto. Welcome back, Nick.
Ding dong.
We missed you, I think.
The joy
right.
is I can play any sounds and none of you know what
We
it
have
is.
no idea what he's saying. Yeah, that's exactly right.
But we know where you work, so.
All I can think of is when Nick gets up to the microphone. Remember when Sideshow Bob steps on a reg? Goes,
Pretty much. All right, this is the non-game changer award. This is the award for whatever product or person or whatever promised the world and delivered an Atlas. And we're not talking bipods either. So let's start off with a nomination for...
I just got that.
This is a re-nomination. Someone said that I've put this in several times, or it's put this in previously and it still hasn't happened. This is the conversion kit for a Curtis Custom to a 22 LR. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Probably not. No,
I believe vaporware is a good phrase.
Okay, good. All right, so that's not happening. Bamboo drinking straws got a nomination.
Really?
I'm gonna up that. Paper drinking straws are terrible.
Yeah,
You don't drink your drink within about 3 minutes.
When you used to get the McDonald's or Hungry Jack's cup, you get the straw and you go up and it goes.
Yeah.
My kids can't do that anymore.
Win. Now, if we only work out how to shut you up, we'd be good. All right, the MDT Hunt 26 ultralight hunting chassis was nominated.
I haven't seen any.
No, I haven't seen any either.
Are they actually officially released yet?
I don't know.
I think they're out.
There was some hype about them, and then they
there's
just went
definitely some
nowhere.
hype about them. But
None of us played with one?
no, haven't seen one other than the media release.
No, I haven't.
I know the MDT released thing about burning out barrels the other day, but I haven't seen anything more.
Yeah, that
about
was cool to watch.
Yeah, that was all right. No, I haven't seen anything else about them, to be honest.
Okay.
We should cook some bacon on a
Another
barrel.
nomination that came in.
Who's that wanker?
And Andy Little got nominated again.
I'll be happy to take it.
The beard has grown.
All right, Nick, have you got any
cut it way too
recommendations,
short
any
before.
nominations to put into this?
Not any extra ones that I'm thinking
No,
of.
not any extra ones? All right.
Any 6BR case variant.
Speaking of variants, I'm going to nominate variants as a general rule. Variants. Be it
Sure.
whatever letter of the Greek alphabet they are, all variants. All variants.
Yeah. The vaccine. Not a game changer award.
Oh, that is good.
Nothing's changed.
Ouch.
That's good.
I guess that's it. I guess that's it. We're on to the next category. The vaccine has been promised the world, and has not
we're still in
delivered
lockdown.
as we were hoping to. All right, very good. Well, speaking of COVID, we are on to our Silver Lining of COVID award, the positive stories that came out of. I'm just going to put Andy up on the screen behind him because that's very meta. If you look at the shot of him, it's
a very
great.
positive result.
Is that good in the camera? I'll point at myself.
Yeah,
The positive result when Andy was locked out of the state for like 4 weeks.
it was longer than that. Yeah,
it? I don't know.
Wait, when was
bliss. Back in when you went to WA to
Yeah.
work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You came back with calluses on your hands.
You were locked out, then you got locked in.
He's got his hand. He's like, am I really?
All right, speaking of which, some silver linings. These are the nominations that came in from our listeners. The New South Wales Hilltop Range finally getting over the line after
It is.
3
That
years.
only just got announced too.
And they,
Fantastic.
the last weekend of January is their first match. So
Ooh.
that is going to be exciting. Very
Excellent.
exciting. It's only an hour south of Sydney. That's good. The first PRS-style match at Peakview Range in New Zealand.
Oh, cool.
South
Really?
Island. Yeah, that got up for the first time this year. We've been connecting with Carl over TikTok, of all places.
Wow.
And people laugh at us for TikTok. Well, fair enough.
Are you part of the TikTok
we have met
mafia?
some cool people on there, so that's all right.
That's cool.
Someone nominated that they weren't able to leave. The benefit was that they wasn't able to leave Queensland and show everyone down south how abysmal they shoot. So some good self-awareness coming across there.
Yeah.
There's no silver lining, just glad it's over. It's over, right?
It's overrated.
What's over?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see the non-game changer award for that one. Someone is still here waiting for the Delta Kappa new variant. Speaking of variants. And someone else has said that there's less competitors at matches, which has made it easier to win.
Well,
How did that work out, Plushy?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd agree with that one. I think Plushy sort of...
We've ended up with more competitors.
It's actually been rather stiff competition. The only thing that I will say that I'm thankful about COVID, every shop, retail space, anywhere out in public, they got power washed, steam cleaned, and disinfected within an inch of their lives.
Yep.
Because most people go to a restaurant, they go,
How do you explain those shorts then?
Let's not talk about my shorts. But they just used to wipe the table, but now they're cleaning the underneath and they're cleaning on top of things, and it was actually really nice. Everything smelled like disinfectant for a while.
That was Nick's positive takeaway.
That was
what
my
about
only
yourself?
positive
Any
takeaway.
positive takeaway from COVID?
yeah, I actually really enjoyed coming back from Darwin, and then we all got stuck in quarantine, us lads, and that was just good fun.
When you started your OnlyFans?
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of dry firing.
Josh, what about you with COVID? Any positives from COVID come across?
Got a job out of it, so
He's still working right now.
yeah.
So sorry about that.
Wait, you get paid?
Plushy, while you're here, any positives that have come out in the last year specifically?
I've still got powder, primers, and projectiles to shoot.
And what was your address?
How many primers you got to spare?
I'm the reason there's a primer shortage.
Oh, speaking of primer shortages, Dutchy, any positives for you out of COVID?
No, not really.
None.
I don't really know what happened. Yeah.
There's more beer drinking hours in the day now.
Well, I have to say I'm very...
Oh,
very...
no one was allowed to visit the prison. That was good.
And we'll move on from that a little bit. Now,
They don't check your cellars often, so yeah, maybe you won't see about it tomorrow.
good. Well, hopefully you get back in time tonight. I would have to say, in the situation we found ourselves, we're in this different room compared to where we were last year. We were in a tiny little room at my place and very crunched around a big desk, which is sitting behind us now. We've got room to shove that in the corner and then sit here.
I believe
instead.
yeeted in the corner.
Yeeted into the corner. You're right, for the Golden Yeets. So I would like to say that one of my silver lining out of COVID is being able to move into this place, which is certainly... hopefully been good fun and enjoyable. Do we give a Golden Yeet out to this one? I don't know if we do.
All of the above.
All of the above. There was a. Yeah, I'm going to suggest we give out the Golden Yeet to the New South Wales range kicking off.
It's been a long time coming too.
It's been a long. There's been a lot of work that has gone on there.
Are they now? That's the entire complex that they've approved, and there's going to be multiple clubs there.
That complex is up and running. It's a particular club there that managed to get up there. So
the club's been approved.
Yep, the
Excellent.
club has been approved. So I'll throw that in the rank. Anyone want to jump on with that, or yes, no to Trent and Sean and Seb and a bunch of the crew there.
Yeah. Any more places to shoot your chosen sport is good.
And there has been some other progressions. We'll cover it in a podcast early next year because there's been a lot. I actually got the guys from Boscobel were asking about what's happened this year over the last 12 months with the precision rifle community, and there's actually been a lot of steps forward. So
positive steps.
Yeah, absolutely. So then you're more 22 comps in Queensland especially, and then the WA guys are starting to shoot more. I'm going to get sidetracked real quick because I'm excited about it because there is actually a lot going on. But Golden Yeet out to the guys at New South Wales Precision Rifle for getting up and running.
Well done.
Now, Josh has prepared a little extra for you, Andy, as a bit of an end of year treat.
Crap.
Now, just reach in behind your
Is this like one of those wedding videos that nobody wants to watch?
And there should be a couple of little confetti things. And he's going to. We spoke on something last episode.
Ruh-roh.
But it has been good fun. So you want to throw some of those to the boys, and we can confetti our way out of this. And also we also mentioned a little bit last time about having a little smoke machine. So we might point that little smoke machine out there. And then as we wrap up, thank you guys for all being here for the Golden Yeets. Thanks, Plushy, for coming in. Dutchy for joining us again. It's been a long 12 months. Great to see you.
Yeah,
Nick, you're here. Andy, always good fun as we fade out.
Definitely.
Go on, throw the confetti. Thanks to Brew Boys for sponsoring the night. Get into it. There we go. That's the real deal. Oh, good. And Dutchy, you want to leave? Just reach in behind that one there, behind the couch, behind the. Not the couch, the actual thing, and then grab that big one out and let's say here's to the end of 2021. I've just
Hooray!
Hooray! That's it. There we go. Cool. There. That's it. We're out of here. Cheers, guys. See you next year.
Carry on. Shoot straight.